Hello, everybody. I know you can see my wonderful poster that we have here. That was done by the wonderful Randy Medina. He blows my graphic skills out of the. I can't even describe what he does to my graphic skills. I'm so pedestrian compared to what he is. All right, you guys can see my ugly mug now. I'm waiting for Dave Maggio to show up. He's always late. Always late. I'm gonna have to start calling him the late Dave Maggio because I don't remember the last time he was on time for one of these things. So what I'm basically going to be doing is talking about the QBC 2021 that's coming up live at Mulcahy's on November 13th. It's a Saturday. We're start at 11 o'clock in the morning. Doors open up at 11. You can buy your tickets on queensbaseballconvention.com. If you want, you can scan right now. You can scan the QR code to buy your tickets. We have general admission tickets for $25. If you want autographs, there's different price points. Let's see. I know I have the price points somewhere. Is this it? Yeah, so we have the Ron Darling solo autograph for 40, Gary Cohen solo autograph for 40. You can get the combo of the two of them for 75. Todd Frazier's 25 for his autograph. The Gary Cohen inscription, it's out of here, is 20, and all other inscriptions is $10. So it's not that bad of a grab for price wise for you. And the other thing that we did the other day was we added, there's a little bit of a VIP section over at Mulcahy's that we found out we have use of. So we did a deal. I didn't really work it out too well with Dan. I did it on my own. If you went through all the stuff that we're giving away in that deal, it's pretty crazy. Let me pull it up on my website and let you guys know what it is. I can't keep anything straight anymore. Yeah, so this is what it would be. You would get 4 seats at your own reserve table. You don't have to come worrying about running in right away, grabbing your seats. You'll have your own seats. View of the stage, you'll be good. Nothing to worry about. So I broke it down like this for how much it would cost if we didn't give you this deal. It's $25 admission times 4 would be $100. $70, $75 for the combo times 4. It's $300 for the Gary and Ron combo. $25 times 4 for Todd Frazier, it's $100. $10 inscriptions times 8, it's $80. $40 inscriptions times 4, it's $160. $25 photo ops times 4 is $100. And $25 skip the line passes times 4 is $100. So what that all comes up to is $940. Now, if you divide that by 4, that's $235 a person. I originally thought that a fair price would be $170 per person for $700 for the table. But I wanted to do right by our fans that just want to go out and have a good time. So if you buy a whole table for 4 people in the reserve VIP section, we're only going to charge $500. If you pay the $500, you can hit me up on mediagoon@gmail.com to talk to me. I'm not putting it up on Eventbrite because it'll get too crazy up there. So it's limited. I think there might be 3-4 tables left. 2 people have already bought tickets for the table. So there's a table that has 2 more seats left over. If you're gonna jump up with that, I can make a deal. We're gonna do $350 for 2 seats, so that's $175 for 2 people. Again, hit me up for at mediagoon@gmail.com, and we can work it out and do it through PayPal or Venmo, something like that. I want to run down what we have going on at the QBC this November 13th at Mulcahy's in Wanta, presented by S&Y. That's right, S&Y is back. It's not 100% confirmed, but I think they're doing hot stove for this year. I know we're definitely getting Sal Licata. I'm not 100% sure who the other on-air talent's going to be yet, but it could be somebody good. I'm sure it's going to be somebody good. Every time they send somebody to us, it's a great time. People love it. I think fans really want to be very interactive with the guys from SNY. So it's great. I'm glad they're with us again. And I think they're going to do rapid fire with Sal Licata again, which was a lot of fun. If you go onto the Queens Baseball Convention website or Twitter, YouTube, the email is mediagoon@gmail.com, or you can even hit us up at QBC2016@gmail.com. If you hit me up at mediagoon@gmail.com, there's more of a chance I'll see it quicker because my phone will explode with that email usually. Thanks, Kirsten Werbach, for asking. Let me just write some banners. I'm a little tired tonight. I had to work today. There was supposed to be, if the IATSE West Coast didn't get what they needed to get for a contract, there was going to be a strike on Monday, and we ended up working today just in case. I'm not with IATSE, but we ended up working today. I'm a little tired, so I'm not my usual bouncing off the wall self here. So yeah, I thought the VIP thing was going to be pretty cool. Let's see what else we got. Oh, this is something that. So when we first started doing the QBC, we came up with the idea to have an award, and we named it after Gil Hodges. Because of what he was to the Mets organization, to the players. You never heard really a bad word about him from anybody that was around him. He loved to play. His whole heart was in the game. So we created an award with the permission of his family called the Gil Hodges Unforgettable Fire Award, and we give it to former players, personnel that exemplify the traits that Gil Hodges has. We've given it to David Wright in the past, Tom Seaver, Ed Charles, Buddy Harrelson, and even Gil Hodges himself. This year, we're going to have somebody that was very close to a lot of people. It was Shannon Ford that was in the Mets organization. She helped bring the bloggers in. If there wasn't Shannon Ford, we might not even have a QBC. She threw a lot of support behind us in the first couple of years. Always had a smile on her face. Always remembered your name. You didn't have to. She might not have seen you for a while. She checked in with you. It was great. She was a wonderful person. She was taken from us too early, and so this year we're gonna give the Gil Hodges Unforgettable Fire Award to Shannon Ford, and her family's gonna come and get it. So because Shannon was such an amazing person, I went out and I didn't want to get something we've had in the past. I came out with a more elegant, more just a more fitting award for her. And next year, the next award probably won't do the same award, but I think this was something that was special for Shannon. So I definitely can't wait to be able to present that to her family. She really deserved it. She was an awesome person, and I really can't say enough about her. So, sorry, dry mouth too. We covered SNY, covered the Gil Hodges Award. State of the Mets panel. State of the Mets panel is a great panel that Mark Healy's been doing since the beginning of the QBC. He keeps coming back every year. He's awesome. You know, even though I mess with him a whole bunch, he's an awesome dude. He's always supported the QBC, and he always brings good people on the panels with him. This year, he's bringing Laurie Rubinson from WFAN, Tim Haley from Newsday, and Tim Ryder from The Apple. All good people. I'm sure they're going to have some great commentary about how the Mets ended the season, what it's looking for next season. Hopefully by then we'll know who the manager, baseball front office is going to be. And we have Dave.
Hello. Does my mic work?
Your mic works, Dave.
Cool. How are you?
Good. I don't know what you have in the background, but you can hear it.
Good Lord.
It's all
Zootopia.
good.
Here, I'll do this.
See, can't take Dave anywhere. He shows up late. He doesn't know how to operate his own microphone. It's great. This is what I'm saddled with. Maybe I should have just done this by myself. All right, bye, Dave. No, just kidding. I miss this dude. So like I was saying, the state of the Mets should be a good thing. It always is. Healy always brings his best. Even though he's a little verbose and I have to wrap him up at the end, where you'll see me frantically tell him to wrap it up. But it's great. I know I keep saying it's great. If you want to see what we do, go on to youtube.com/Queens Baseball Convention, and there's a whole bunch of past panels that you can check out. Dave's been with us since like the second QBC, Dave?
Yeah, the first one, I just experienced it just as a guest, but still like brought paintings and stuff. But the first time I actually did contribute to it, like art wise and sell prints, was ever since the second one. So what 2014, I guess?
2015, I think, was the second one. 2016 was the snowstorm. 17, 18, 19 were a catch.
Yeah. So that was my first one was I've been there since the beginning, but the first one I actually participated in was the second year, and done it ever since.
So when you started as just a fan coming for the QBC, what did you think of it? Just to give people another idea, as a civilian coming and not just like a volunteer that's helped us out with great artwork over the years.
Right. It's awesome. It was such a cool, different experience, especially because as far as I knew, that the Mets didn't have anything like that. So it was kind of the first chance to get together off season and meet with other fellow Met fans. And now it's kind of like, catch up with different vendors, see different people, meet different people, get a firsthand experience with the players and stuff. And it was awesome. It was definitely something that as soon as I did it once, I knew I'd keep going. And the one year that it didn't happen and got snowed out, the one year, it was like devastating to not be able to have it that one year.
Yeah, but at least we were able to bring back the players that we were going to have that year for the next year. And I think that 1 year reset actually helped us out, get bigger, and it helped us prepare better too. So
yeah, it was. I mean, I even said to you the last one that we had before the pandemic and all that, it was like the smoothest running operation. Sorry, movie in the background. The smoothest running operation that I saw, and it might look like you might have been running around like wanting to rip your hair out, but it was seamless from the front to beginning. So it's put together really well. It's definitely it's fun. It's just a good time. It's a great combination of everything.
Yeah, I'm pretty good with the organized chaos from being in the film business for as many years as I've been in, and that's why I have a great support staff: Dave, Randy, McNally, Jesse, pretty much everybody except Dan. No, not Dan H. Dan Tuig, So, but yeah, we have a great volunteer, which are all my friends. I consider them all family. They help us out. They do this. So when you guys actually come to the QBC, just treat everybody. I know I really don't have to tell you, but please, please just like treat everybody with respect. And they're not getting paid for it. They're just coming out to help out. We had an issue a couple of years ago with somebody, and we had to throw them out. And I really didn't want to have to throw them out, but it was just the person was just not a very affable person to deal with. Let's see. Oh, so we have Todd Frazier coming to do a panel and to do a signing. And the reason how we were able to get Todd was because of Dave Maggio. So he actually pulled his own weight for a change.
I know, that's weird. Did something positive.
Dave Dave does some really cool stuff. He's painted cleats for Todd for a while. What's about 2 seasons plus the Olympics or a
Yeah, the
season and a half?
Olympics, when he was with the Pirates, and then back to when he was with the Rangers. So yeah, those 3 ones. Wasn't to do one for the Mets, and then it wasn't sure if he was coming to the team or not, or when he was going to be able to use them. So those got stuck off to the side. But yeah, it's been a while now.
Yeah, so he's a pretty good guy. Dave's dealt with him for a while, so when we had the opportunity to bring Todd in, I it's a no brainer. So we jumped on it. Um, I'm sure everybody knows that he's from Tom's River. He played in the Little League World Series. He stood next to Derek Jeter. all the usual cliches with him. Um, so the other thing that we're gonna have, I'll do another panel and signing. We have Gary Cohen and Ron Darling doing a panel together where they're gonna sit down and do a panel. Roger Clark from New York One News is going to be the moderator for that. For Frazier, John Saponaro, who's actually stepping in to host the QBC this year, he's going to be moderating that. And I think it's going to be a very interesting panel with Gary and Ron together, not being in front of a camera, not having to worry about being too professional, but they could just be themselves and interact with the fans, which you don't really get them to do usually.
Right. No, that'll be. I'm definitely interested for that one. That should be a lot of interesting stories too. Like that's one of my favorite part about the panels, like with the players and stuff, is hearing just some of the crazy stories that they have. And I'm sure those two definitely have something interesting to say. That'll definitely be a surprising story to tell.
I mean, we've had Keith already, so he had some great stories. Now we could just imagine what if they have stories about Keith. Unmute, Dave. Unmute.
No, I have a little one there. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure it's going to be a ton of fun with what they're going to have to say and what's some stories they have about Keith. I'm sure they got something about him because who probably doesn't, who works with him on a consistent basis.
Yeah. So all right, we've covered SNY is going to be there. We've covered the state of the Mets. We've covered the Gil Hodges Awards. We're going to have Heather Quinlan is going to moderate the Mets book author panel. We got. I'm just going to do this off my top of my head. I'm probably going to not hit everybody. We've got Eric Sherman, Brian Wright, Matthew Silverman, and Jay Horowitz, which is I was shocked that he wanted to do it.
Yeah, that's really. I'm happy to hear that he's coming. That's really cool.
He actually asked us if he could do it, so I was very happy with that. I know I have it somewhere else. I thought I was going to do this better, but I'm a little out of practice. I'm a little out of practice. I can't help it. We used to do this stuff, once or twice a week, and I've been slacking between work and getting the QBC stuff ready to go. So I'm sorry.
Hey, it's few things take precedence. That's okay.
All right. So I was right. We got Mark Healy. That's who I forgot. Can't forget Mark. I'll never live it down. So we got Mark Healy, Jay Horowitz, Eric Sherman, Matthew Silverman, and Brian Wright. They're all going to be here on the authors panel with Heather Quinlan moderating. And Heather is an author and documentarian, so I think she'll get a lot of good stuff out of these guys too.
Absolutely, that'll be fun. I'm excited for John too to do. He's doing Todd's panel. He said.
Yeah.
So that should be a lot of fun because the one time we did the show with him and he's a fun guy. That'll be cool.
Yeah, John's awesome, and he's actually had interactions with Todd at Monster Jam.
Right. I remember him saying that. That's cool. That's gonna be good. That's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
definitely good. Cool venue too. I was just looking at it today just to kind of figure out where it is on Long Island and stuff. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm definitely excited for that.
Thank you for bringing it up. I'm glad that you're here to help me get my thoughts together. So, with the whole thing in the past, people complained about the traffic, the parking, and how to get to Catch in the past or get to McFadden's. This year we did Mulcahy's because we knew the LIRR drops you off right in front of Mulcahy's. The
That's definitely
parking,
convenient.
the LIRR parking lot, you could park in there. If you come a little later at 1 o'clock, there's a bank parking lot that you could park in too. But it's Saturday, so you don't have to pay for parking. You just go into the parking lots and park. You don't get bothered. You'll be fine. Yeah, and talking about the venue, it's way bigger than Catch was. I'm not dissing on Catch. It's just Catch was a smaller capacity.
Yeah, that's the one thing I liked about Catch was it was like a good small feeling, but even like when they did the bigger tent like outside, I guess it was the last year that we had it there. It definitely opened it up, but I could definitely see like the layout, the way that this place is going to be definitely should be no complaints with people saying it's too small or anything.
Oh, it's definitely not going to be too small. And how I went in and I actually dragged Dan down from Boston to come and do the walkthrough with me. So there's going to be tables set up on the floor looking up at the stage. You're going to have the VIP section off to the right. And then on the little mid-level stage, this is like a mid-level second floor kind of thing, but it's not really a second floor. We're going to have, I think, 4 or 6 rows over there of just seats where you can sit up there. If you didn't want to sit at a table, you just want to sit, and you have the direct view of the stage too. And that's where we're going to put the vendors and the signings.
That's awesome. That's really cool, and that's definitely for the price of what the ticket is too. That's such a killer deal with how much and how still accessible everything is. It's awesome.
Yeah, $25 for a ticket to get in. $25 autograph from Todd Zeal, 40 for each Ron or Gary, or you can buy the two of them together at 75. Inscriptions are 10. It's out of here is 20. So it all works out. We have that VIP table. We already have people jumping at it. Kirsten, I'll definitely after the show I'll email you. Don't worry about it. I think I'm saying it's either Kirsten or Kirsten. I can't. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. I'll blame Dave. How's that sound?
It's perfect. It's fine.
Greg Zampino, all authors set up selling and signing books as well. That I don't know yet. That's going to be that's still getting worked out in the process. We'll have to see. It's all about their publishers and what they can do. So we'll see what they're doing. I think there's at least 2 that are setting up, but I can't commit yet. But once we get more information, I'll let you know, Greg. Let's see what's next. Did the state of the Mets, SNY, and I didn't stress it before, but SNY is again our title sponsor, where they're running ads for us on like Baseball Night in New York. I think a couple of other shows. So we were happy to have them back. And the other thing we have a big. There's TVs all around Mulcahy's. So the AV guy that they have there is really good. They have a camera, I think, that can videotape the stage and actually send the signal around to all the TVs. So even if you're online, you're not going to be missing the panels.
That's really cool. That's always like the one thing that I like. The one year where we had the vendor set up near where the stage was and the panels were going down. That was the first year I actually kind of got to observe and listen to, and it's such a big part of the event that's really cool to have that access to it. That's great.
Do you know when the only time I actually get to check out the panels is when I'm doing the uploading on YouTube, like 2 weeks later?
Well, I'm sure, because the amount that you're running around and doing stuff, I could only imagine not being able to stop and take a breath for more than 10 seconds.
Well, the good thing this year is that I have some people I trust that I can actually push off some of the producing to, and I don't have to do as much as I had to do in the past, and we don't have to set up as much as we have in the past too. Mulcahy's is doing 99% of the work, and we don't have to worry about it, and I'm all for it. Elvis is going to DJ in between panels just to keep the atmosphere going. We're going to have a certain mascot from Flushing there. We haven't really announced it yet, but he should be there. So we have that. Another cool thing. Let's see. I just want to get out everything else before. Oh, you know who's back? The Mets executives are back.
Oh, cool. That was actually really interesting. I remember the one time I listened to that one, and it was it's just like little bits of information you just learn from some of this stuff. It's just what you think is like, well, I don't know if that's going to be that great. You watch and listen, and it's like, wow, that's actually incredibly interesting. It was a lot of fun. That's a cool one. I like that.
Yeah, and um, sorry, I'm answering questions in the chats as I'm talking. I'm trying to multitask as best as possible, so please bear with me, everybody. Um, yeah, Will Carafel, he's become a buddy of mine over the years. He supports the QBC nonstop. He's awesome. Tara Napoli, I don't think I've ever met her, but she's part of the City Field organization. Um, I forget exactly what she does because there's so much information I just keep getting thrown at me. Um, let's see. But well, as I'm looking, Will's the director of social media. He kills it with social media. He gets it. He tries to figure out what kind of attitude the fans are going to have. You know, dealing with what they if the Mets are doing well, if the Mets aren't doing well, if it's the time to joke around and not time to joke around. So, all right, here's the actual press release that we have. Jay Horowitz, longtime Mets media and public relations executive, and he's the current VP of Alumni PR, will be making his first QBC appearance. So he's doing 2 panels. Jay's gone from 0 panels to now 2. Joining Jay on the panel will be Will Carafel, Senior Director of Social Media, and Tara Napoli, Director of Venue Services and Promotions. So, you know, if you guys were trying to figure out what was going on with the um, um, by the way, Matt, you're a dope. Just letting you know. I'm not even putting that comment up there. Can you read it, Dave? Oh, put user in a timeout or block user. What do you think I should do, Dave? You're blocked, buddy. I'm not even gonna. It was just stupid. We're not talking politics. Stop being a jerk, trolls. Um,
I
yeah.
just realized I
So
was on mute that whole time. So
it's okay. I kind of liked it that way. So if you have any questions about like stuff that goes on around City Field or the promotions that go on, why there aren't enough bobbleheads or enough T-shirts, why the T-shirts are only large and not XL, why they're not in double XL, why isn't there a different approach to the promotions? You can ask that. You can ask Will about what's going on with social media. You could talk to Jay with the wealth of information of PR over the years and also the alumni relations now. Remember how it used to be strained under the Wilpons? They towards the end of their regime, they started loosening up the reins a little bit. Had Jay come in and start talking more and more to the alumni, and we started seeing more past players coming in. So that was good, and I'm sure that's going to be great for people to talk to, see, ask questions. Um, let's see, what else do we have? Dave, as I'm looking, do you have any thoughts or anything you want to hit up?
I don't know. I'm definitely keep an eye out for the paintings that we'll have prints of. I know we already have the one Ron Darling one that we showed that I'm going to be working on getting prints of that done. And obviously we'll have a Todd Frazier one up and Gary Cohen, so that'll be cool. Other than that, I think I don't know. Stay tuned. Definitely gonna have a few surprises, and like I said, definitely toying with the idea of doing a live painting at the venue during the time of it, just to kind of show it off a little bit and see what happens.
Should the live painting be of me in different sections running around?
That would be pretty good. I like that.
um, so we had another like I, something that just came out of totally left field with us. Everybody liked the 30 for 30 Once Upon a Time in Queens. So that Matthew Smith is doing another comment under a different name. So
It's clever.
Yeah.
Good times.
Yeah. Wonderful. He has no idea who he's dealing with. So anyway, so the other one, Once Upon a Time in Queens, came out of nowhere. People loved it. We got in touch with Nick Davis, and he's going to do a panel about the documentary and also about the companion book to the documentary. He's a huge Mets fan, so it's going to be great to be able to pick his brain about this stuff and see the whole process of actually putting together the documentary and the book and what it took to go into it. Because I remember Heather, she was trying to do the '86 documentary. She's been doing a podcast with it, and she ran into a lot of roadblocks. So it's going to be great with that to see how he was able to do certain things and how she wasn't able to. But two different ways that they went about it. Heather's stuff is really good, and so is Nick's. I was just watching it again before going through it. So I was trying to figure out who's going to host that, and I keep trying to figure it out, and I think it's going to be me.
That would be. I think that's the time has come, and that's a great panel to do because, like you said, there's a lot of that. You'll definitely know film wise and stuff that must go into being able to pull off a documentary like that. I can only imagine too with licensing rights and everything else with all the footage from then and till now and stuff. It's got to be a crazy journey to be able to take that. So I think it'd be a good choice for that one.
Yeah, I'm nervous about it because you guys all know I've said it before that I'm not the greatest here. As you can see how tired I am right now and my brain's not working. Could you imagine after running around for all those hours and then doing Nick's panel? I might just be a Dave Maggio kind of person at that point.
It'd be fine. In my head, it's like when Chris Farley interviews Paul McCartney on Saturday Night Live. Remember when you were with the Beatles? That was awesome.
Oh, man, that was like, awesome. Yeah, so man, this guy is really.
I would pray for time on my hands like that. That would be amazing.
All right, you know what? Watch this. I'm going to give him his 2 seconds. You ready? Let's see. Receding hairline. Oh wow, yeah. Watch your mouth and see me around tomorrow around 7 p.m. No idea what that meant. No idea what that means. See me tomorrow around 7 p.m. Might have me confused with somebody else.
Let's talk about me. I don't know.
Whatever. So yeah, all that good stuff. I'm not going to shy away from that. Yeah, so $25 to get the tickets. QueensBaseballConvention.com. I'm going to throw this up one more time really quick. If you want, you can scan that QR code right now to go get your tickets. You got the autographs, you got the inscriptions. Mulcahy's Saturday, November 13th, 2021. Doors open at 11. We're going to start kicking off everything with State of the Mets at 11:15. I'm going to be putting up more of the schedule later. I think that's pretty much it. Dave, can you think about anything else?
No, just stay tuned. I'll have, for those of you who are interested in the purchasing a print for autographs, which make a great gift for yourself or somebody else. Stay tuned. I'll have all that information up. Definitely gonna have them for sale at the day of the event. Just easier way to do it. I tried one year doing like pre-order stuff, and it is just mass chaos. So it'll just be a limited run of them. Whatever I can get, I'll get, and stay tuned to that. And through social media, through my little name here on Twitter, and then same on Instagram and DaveMaggio.com. Just anything that any info will be put up there, and we'll get rolling with that.
Cool. If you want a T-shirt with the new design of our logo from Dave Maggio, go to QBCmerchstand.com. Get over there. Keep posting on our Facebook, which is Queens Baseball Convention. On Twitter and Instagram is QB Convention. It's actually QBC Convention, but it's easy to say QB Convention. At MediaGoon on Twitter, themediagoon.com, queensbaseballconvention.com, and I think that's pretty much it. The other thing is, if you go on to Queens Baseball, actually, if you go on to themediagoon.com, there's a post. One of our friends' wives passed away the other day. We're trying to raise money for his family. So if you go on that, if you like donating some money, he's one of our QBC family. He's was my one of my groomsmen. He's a great guy. I feel horrible for him. I want to try to help him out as much as possible. So if you see that, I'm not trying to end on a downer. Everybody's going to have a good time in November. So thanks, everybody. I'm going to end the broadcast now. And hopefully see you November 13th.
Absolutely. We'll be there.
And we're going to end the